That's still not all.
Oh no.
We have one last bit of very exciting Diablo news to cover. When you hear us talk about the classes, the items, or the stories of the early Diablo games, you may have picked up on the absolute reverent tone we reserve for that golden era of Diablo. Maybe you share that love of the classes, and just hearing us talk about them makes you want to take on Mephisto or Baal one more time.
Oh no.
Or maybe even for the first time. After all, some of our favorite moments happened a long time ago, and not just in Sanctuary years. If so, we have a special surprise for you today. Let's check it out.
Now you know what I seek, Marius. Are these the demons from... Don't do it! It seems good. I'm not exempt. Look at it.
Oh my.
Praise Diablo, Lord of Terror.
Dude, let's go!
Dude, sorry. Focus down. It may yet be your greatest moment.
Wow, dude. Damn, dude. For mobile? Is it for mobile? Yeah, there you go, dude. Resurrected. Just want to give a quick recap of what happened here. And, dude, very exciting times for us. At first, I was honestly a little bit skeptical and scared with the Diablo II remaster. I still have some other questions, but a lot of them got answered in that last section there of BlizzCon, and that was really good. I think that they're in the right direction. The shared stash, the hotkeys. I think console is going to be a little bit difficult, but I think there'll be some good feedback. Obviously, now that they're in it and they're working on it, things can be changed. This is absolutely huge for all of us. Absolutely huge. A lot of new players coming from console, coming from, you know, PC, different, you know, all these different platforms that weren't able to play before. Yeah, so shared stash is announced. Advanced, like, character sheet display is announced as well, which will like calculate your magic find and your faster cast rate and all these different things. When you search a game, they want to keep things pretty LOD-esque, but they want to make it so that way you can, like, you know, when you join a game, you want to see if it's normal, nightmare, or hell. You can play with 8 people, so that's already confirmed that you can play with 8 people as well. It's now 3D rendered, so it looks a lot scarier, I'd say. It looks a lot better, honestly. Like, it took me a minute, like I said, to get used to the graphics, but overall, looks fantastic. And a lot of the changes I'm super hyped about. Like, yes, it's not Project Diablo 2. I will still be doing all that stuff for sure. But, like, new ladder resets are going to be faster. Like, they're planning on doing ladder resets not every 6 months, which is great. Sooner than 6 months. They're planning on doing it sooner than 6 months. You can also play, they said non-ladder, and they said offline are other things too. They just want to respect what the game was, and I feel like everything that they've said today was really doing that. So, like I said, console default teleport range is a little rough. It's a little rough. So I think console's gonna need some work, but overall, There's some things you can opt in and opt out of if you don't feel like it really fit your Diablo playstyle and your remastered the way it was before. For example, auto gold pickup. Now you can just walk over it, but you can opt out of that and you don't have to play with auto gold pickup. That's like an option. And I think that's actually, that's the way to do it, man. Like, give people options so that way they're not upset. They mentioned, like, as far as the ladders go, going back to the ladders, that they're gonna try, or talking about ideas is like confirmed, but you know, if you hit 99, it would be cool to see progress that you hit 99 in a specific season. So they unfortunately didn't say anything about mod support specifically, but it looks like they're leaving that stuff alone. I have to go and learn more stuff about that, but this is currently what I have. These are some of my thoughts. I'm very excited overall, and I think this is ultimately the remaster that I feel like that we needed, as far as like, if it's gonna happen, you gotta do it right. You gotta put in work. You're gonna have to do it right, and I feel like this is doing it right so far, what I've seen. We'll see how everything turns out with like the old stuff that we have, like what our current Diablos turn out to be, and all that stuff. But again, I'm gonna do some more digging, but I just wanted to mention some of those things now. So there we go. Anything else I should mention? I guess Diablo 4. So in Diablo 4, I probably have to watch the recap a little bit of what happened there, actually, but the Diablo 4 Rogue was announced, and it looks sick. It's like a combination of the Rogue in Diablo 1, the Assassin in Diablo 2, and like the Demon Hunter in Diablo 3. It looks so good. Like all the effects, Diablo 4, I might have said Diablo 3, but Diablo 4 looks absolutely amazing. Visually, it looks amazing. It's interesting because it's getting a lot of aspects. There's going to be some cool PvP aspects, like they talked about different currencies that you can try to get and earn, and that you kind of have to fight over. And then there's like different outposts. I forget what they're called them, but basically like outposts or towns that you like, you save, and then you have merchants and stuff show up there. But it looks really cool, and I think it's going in the right direction. It sounds great. So I'm really excited. This again was BlizzCon day 1, and definitely looking forward to see what happens on day 2. I'm definitely interested to see what you guys have to say about all this stuff, because it's a lot to take in. We were just sitting here for like 3.5 hours, just taking in all this information. My brain hurts, so I'll try to get this stuff out to you. I'll do a little bit of digging to see if there's anything else I missed. But the remaster for Diablo 2, Diablo II Resurrected, is confirmed, and it looks great. Diablo 4 Rogue also looks great. So, anyways. Holy smokes, bro. Holy smokes. That was crazy, huh? So, what do you think? Also, there's something you guys mentioned about watching like Riker and stuff. Also, yeah, the music won't change, correct? The music is gonna be updated. There's gonna be new sounds. All that stuff, like really, they're really updating things. They said they wanted to go like the 30-70 route, and that was basically like 70% of the game is there and 30% is like the remaining of it. It's like basically, you know, that's the remaster portion where it's like most of the game's there. We're just roughing out the edges, making it more compatible, making it a little bit spicier. All the breakpoints and everything stay the same. Yeah, it's a good time. It's a good time. And apparently there's going to be an alpha, then it's going to be a beta. Really cool that Mr. Llama was the guy that they asked and talked to. I'm really happy that they had one of us for this specifically. Like, this is really good. I really appreciate that a lot. So, anyways. Let me know. So you guys said to check out Riker. Is there anything else I should check out before we call it a stream? Because I need a little bit of a break from all the hype, dude. And I also need to do some video editing and dig around a little bit more to see if I can find any more information. I'll give you a minute on that one. If nothing's happening, then we're just going to call it a stream. I'll just find somebody to raid. And I guess we'll be playing D2 for the rest of our life. No, it's good. It's good. I'm excited. So I did a little bit of digging. I found out some important information. A couple of the questions that I had actually got answered, which is really great. Riker had a video on this. He talked a little bit about mod support and stuff like that. Ultimately, with the work that Vicarious Visions has done, there's a lot more of the data and stuff that's available for us because of the digging that they did. So there's possibilities of like some mod stuff in the future with more information out there now, but a straight up like remaster for mod support and like seeing like Project Diablo 2 and like pod and all this stuff being remastered, it's not really likely just because it's being moved over to the like new BattleNet. So yeah, mods aren't going anywhere though because they are not getting rid of the like old Diablo 2. You can still get the old Diablo 2, which is really good. It's really important. So that way they don't step on, you know, mod makers like with Median XL, Pod, or Project Diablo 2. So they're not going anywhere. They're still gonna be a thing. They just won't necessarily see the amazing graphics of Diablo II Resurrected. The other thing I want to mention that I found out doing a little bit more digging again was through Mr. Llama watching a little bit of Danctuary that he actually asked the devs in charge of the remaster if there were going to be like content updates and like Act 6 or expansion stuff or more bosses or something like that, balance changes. It turns out that if Diablo 2 Remastered goes well and does well, so tell your friends, boys and girls, that there is a possibility that they'll explore things with more content in the future. The main thing that they wanted to do was to get it right in the first place first, and then, you know, maybe work on content later if it goes well. Ultimately, I personally believe that it's very important for an ARPG, especially something like this and this old, that gets its modernization, whether it's through balance changes or updates or content creation. Why not make it, you know, keep evolving and growing? That's ultimately what an ARPG really needs anyways in order to stay alive, because it's still the same game. If they do nothing, my prediction is that the game will probably be dead in about a year after release. Just after a couple resets. There'll be a big hype, you know, everybody's playing it, but if nothing's really changed, you know, people have already played the game before, and you know, once a reset happens again, it's like, okay, it's the thing we just played, and then once the reset happens again, like, uh-oh. You know what I mean? Like, you need evolving something in order to keep it alive. You have to keep it alive through either evolution or changes or balances and whatever it might be, more content, something like that. Because the same thing happened kind of with some of the other stuff we've seen with remasters in the past, where it's super hype at first, but then if you leave it alone, then it'll, you know, kind of just go back to where it was. But anyways, these are the important questions that I want to answer. The mod support isn't there, but the mods aren't going away. They're not taking away Diablo 2. There's no reason to save your, you know, Diablo 2 files on your USB or anything like that. They're not going anywhere. I got that information from Riker, so that's really cool. Appreciate him. And then again, if Diablo 2 Remastered or Resurrected goes really well, then potential content updates in the future, and I'd really, really like to see that happening. I'd really love to see Diablo 2 evolve, especially while waiting in anticipation for Diablo 4. We'll see how Diablo Immortal goes. I just want to quickly cover that. If they do controller integration and support, I can see myself playing a little bit of that. But ultimately, like, as far as a mobile game, like, you know, you can play it here and there. I'll probably play it, but I'm not sure if I'll make a whole bunch of stuff. I'll play everything Diablo related. Like, I'm excited about it, but like, as far as Immortal goes, we'll see how it goes. I think it has potential, but you know, it's a mobile game, so take it for what it is. Take it at face value. Anyways, thank you all for watching. Very exciting time to be alive. This was BlizzCon day 1, and yeah, we'll check out what happened tomorrow for BlizzCon day 2. So thank you all for watching. You guys are beasts.